Welcome to this lesson on handling complaints in technical work. In engineering and technical environments, machines, equipment, and systems are constantly used in demanding conditions. Because of this, problems sometimes occur. When users experience a problem, they often report it as a complaint. For technicians and engineers, complaints are not simply negative feedback. Instead, they are valuable sources of information that help identify faults, improve systems, and maintain safety in the workplace. In this lesson, you will learn how to understand complaints, identify the issues behind them, and communicate professionally when responding to technical problems. A complaint in technical work is a report that something is wrong, broken, or not meeting expectations. It is important technical feedback that helps to identify safety risks, improve equipment, correct installation, and build trust. In technical environments, complaints usually arise from several common issues. Machines may malfunction due to wear and tear. Equipment may stop working unexpectedly during operation. Installation errors may cause systems to operate incorrectly. In some cases, repairs or maintenance may be delayed, affecting productivity. Safety concerns may also lead to complaints, especially when equipment behaves abnormally or creates risks for workers. Understanding these possible causes helps technicians identify the problem more effectively. Diagnosing the real issue is critical. The problem reported by a client is not always the actual technical issue. A technician's job is to identify the root cause by asking the right questions and listening carefully. This requires careful listening and observation. The technician must gather information such as when the problem started, which equipment is affected, and what symptoms are observed. For example, a machine may produce unusual noise, stop operating suddenly, or display an error indicator. By analyzing these symptoms, technicians can begin diagnosing the cause of the problem. Complaints can be verbal or written. Verbal complaints are fast and require active listening. Verbal complaints happen during face-to-face conversations, phone calls, or discussions at service counters. In these situations, technicians must listen carefully and remain calm and professional. Active listening is important because the technician must understand the user's explanation before suggesting a solution. Written complaints, such as emails or reports, are slower but create an official record and require formal language. Complaints may also be communicated in written form. Written complaints can appear in emails, complaint forms, maintenance reports, or service records. Written documentation is important because it provides a permanent record of the problem. This record can be reviewed later for troubleshooting, maintenance planning, or quality control. For this reason, technicians must ensure that written complaints include clear and accurate information. A useful complaint report should always include essential information. There are 5 important details technicians should capture. First, who reported the problem. Second, the equipment or system involved. Third, the detailed description of the problems, including the symptoms or signs of failure. Fourth, the specific time the problem started or occurred. Fifth, the operational impact, such as delay, stoppage, or safety risk. These details help technicians understand the seriousness of the issue and decide what action should be taken next. Without this information, troubleshooting becomes slower and less accurate. When communicating with a client, always follow this professional 4-step flow. Acknowledge, clarify, confirm, and describe/respond. This is the communication protocol. When responding to a complaint, the first communication step is acknowledgement. Acknowledging the complaint shows that the technician understands the situation and respects the person reporting the problem. It also helps maintain professional communication. Examples of acknowledgement include phrases such as, "I understand the issue," or "Thank you for informing us about the problem." This step helps build trust and reassures the user that the problem will be addressed. After acknowledgement, the technician needs to clarify and confirm the complaint. Clarifying means asking questions to gather more details. For example, the technician may ask, "When did the problem start? Which machine is affected?" Or, "What happened before the failure?" Confirming means repeating the key facts to make sure the information is correct. For example, the technician may say, "Let me confirm. The motor stopped after the machine was switched on." These 2 communication functions help avoid misunderstanding and ensure that the technician works with accurate information. The 4th step in the communication protocol is describe and respond. After acknowledging the complaint, clarifying the details, and confirming the problem, the technician must clearly describe the issue and explain the next action. Describing the problem means summarizing the situation in clear and simple technical language. This ensures that both the technician and the client have the same understanding of what is happening. For example, a technician might say, "The compressor motor is overheating, which is why the system shut down automatically." After describing the issue, the technician should respond by explaining what will happen next. This may include inspecting the equipment, performing troubleshooting steps, or scheduling maintenance. A professional response helps reassure the client that the issue is being handled properly. For example, the technician might say, "I will inspect the motor and cooling system now to identify the cause of the overheating." This final step is important because it shows competence, transparency, and professionalism. The client understands the problem and knows what action will be taken next. Step 1 is acknowledging complaints. Always remain calm and professional. Use phrases like, "I understand the issue," or "Thank you for informing us about this," to build trust and calm the customer. Step 2 is asking for clarification. You cannot fix a machine with missing data. Use targeted questions to gather exact details, such as when the problem started, which machine is affected, or if there are error codes. Step 3 is confirming the issue. Before you touch the equipment, repeat the problem back to the user to ensure your diagnosis is correct. This prevents critical mistakes and safety risks. Step 4 involves describing technical problems. In reports or responses, keep your description short and focus on facts, not opinions. State the technical problem clearly and explain your next action. Let's look at a workplace scenario. An operator reports that an air compressor in workshop B stopped working and is making a loud noise. We need to extract the data to understand the issue. This dialogue shows the execution of the communication protocol, acknowledging the issue, clarifying the noise, confirming the details, and responding with a plan of action. First, the technician begins with step 1, acknowledging the complaint. The technician says, "I understand the issue. Thank you for informing me." This step shows that the technician is listening and taking the problem seriously. Next comes step 2, clarifying the details. The technician asks, "Can you describe the noise? Is it a grinding sound or a high-pitched beep?" Asking questions helps the technician gather missing technical information about the problem. After that, the technician performs step 3, confirming the issue. The technician summarizes the information by saying, "Just to be sure, the motor makes a noise, but the compressor does not turn on at all." This confirmation ensures that both the technician and the operator have the same understanding of the problem. Finally, step 4 involves describing the situation and responding with action. The technician says, "I will shut off the power to workshop B and inspect the motor now." This response clearly explains the next step that will be taken to solve the problem. By following these 4 steps, acknowledge, clarify, confirm, and respond, technicians can communicate professionally, avoid misunderstandings, and handle technical complaints effectively. Today's lesson focused on how technicians handle complaints professionally in technical workplaces. First, adopt a professional mindset. Complaints should not be seen as personal criticism. Instead, they are valuable opportunities to identify faults, improve systems, and ensure safety in operations. Second, practice effective communication. When responding to a complaint, follow 3 key language functions. Begin by acknowledging the issue so the person knows they are being heard. Next, clarify the details by asking questions to fully understand the problem. Finally, confirm the facts before taking action. This ensures that the technician is working with accurate information. Third, always collect essential technical data. A good complaint report should include 5 important details: who reported the issue, the equipment or system involved, the time the failure occurred, the symptoms observed, and the operational impact. These details help technicians diagnose problems efficiently. Finally, understand the difference between verbal and written complaints. Verbal communication is useful when immediate troubleshooting or quick clarification is needed. Written complaints provide a permanent record that supports maintenance tracking and future reference. By applying these principles, technicians can handle complaints clearly, professionally, and effectively, while improving the reliability and safety of technical operations.